everybody. Welcome to Tuesday evening in the She Shed. We ready for some talk and all that good stuff? Trying to move things out of the way over here because it's kind of in the way of the camera. Don't want y'all see my notes just yet. Hello, Patricia. Oh, okay. Hello, Joan. Alicia B is here. Not napping. Sorry, had to. Kaz was here earlier. I would like to say thank you. She's watching after. Yes. And those of you that need to go and watch Duty Run, I certainly would understand, but I'm glad if you are here. Hello, Rosie. How are you? Chucker Steve in the house. Okay, who have I missed? Oh, here's some more coming in. Laura's Block Ministries. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. He had like a all-nighter the other night. Hey, knitting artisan, how are you? Glad you're here, Cindy. Oh, Cindy. Chelsea's not here to remind me. Oh my goodness, my hair is doing weird things, isn't it? I need another haircut. Oof. I had a little trouble with the pole. I put the pole up and it wouldn't let me do all the options that I wanted to do. So I did the best I could. There, that feels better. Looking weird. Sorry. Okay. Okay, he's back. Internet. All right. There's Verna. Hey, Holly. Good to see you. Anybody else coming in? Good to see you. Okay. So tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about we won't cover a whole lot about the crime stuff, but I did want to cover a little bit about the crime in the media. Um, it got me to thinking the other day with some of the stuff we were talking about how sensationalism falls into all of this, and I just really wanted to give you guys you know, a few facts maybe about how all that works out. Hello, Suze. Hooked by Suze is here. Sally Birch is here. Oh, okay. I will check it out. Good to see you all. Hello, Frozen. Good to see you. Uh, Not sure. Hey, Denny. I saw something flash earlier and I was going to go look, but I have been. Hello, Cat. I have been back to the dentist, you guys. I got my bridge. So, right here on this side is my new bridge. And I was not able to eat for like an hour. Um, didn't have anything to drink or anything to eat for over an hour, actually. And I was just so curious. I got something to eat while I was out, a sandwich. So, you had to put it in and bite down, right? It's so much better. It's so much better. I didn't even have to have shots or anything. There's Alice. Jen Keeling, how are you tonight? Good to see you. Thank you. I'm so happy. So this is all the work is done for now. I'm trying to decide if I would want to do anything else. I wanted to get a feel for how that bridge was going to feel because I do most of my chewing. We always kind of go to one side or the other, and mine is over on that side. So I thought, well, and I have all the teeth on the bottom on that side. And I thought, well, let's see how this feels. Oh, it feels so much better. So much more sturdy, more solid. I am so happy with it. So happy. Yeah, Duty Ron just went live. I'm so happy. And I will be telling you guys all, I know that you guys have been with me on the journey, but I will be covering it more at a later time. So, and I think we are, gosh, we're at 99 right now. We hit 102 today. We will be 102 tomorrow. Craziness, you guys. And I got a new phone. We'll talk about that later too. Yes, me too, because I know that not everyone has, believe it or not, in this day and age, not everyone has air conditioning. And so I really feel for you if you do not. And some places that aren't normally getting the heat, like we know about this here because we get it, but there are some places around the country that are just not used to it at all. I know. I got a new phone. That's the rest of my birthday. That's the rest of my birthday. Okay, now I want to bring in and show you clue number 4 on the seam double shawl. Here we go. There we go. This is the seam double shawl. Now this one is the mock-up, you guys. And it's very simple. Very simple. It's just like the double crochets, except it's triple crochets. Texas definitely needs rain. Definitely does. And I'll show you on the I'll show you real quick on this one, and then I will show you on the other one. But on the non-growing side, when you get to the end, you triple crochet into the top of the chain. Don't worry, you guys, I'm going to show you some more. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3, and then again, like we do with the doubles, you're going to triple crochet, but you're not going to do it in the same one. You're going to go to the next stitch. Okay, that's on the non-growing side, the non-increase side. And triple or treble is a yarn over twice. So 1, 2, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. You now have 4 loops on the hook. Pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. That's a treble. Okay. So that is my mock-up one. So here, let me just kind of throw this out to you guys. This is where we left off with clue number 3. And I had some questions about how I'm doing my colors on this, you guys. So I want you to know that I want to reiterate that it was meant for you to do each clue in one color. However, I had these minis, these worsted minis from Donna that I wanted to mix into mine. So you can totally make this your own, however you want to do it. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm adding in this mini. So like this was a mini right here. And this one was the first mini that I put in. No, this is the first mini right here. So this was my first color right here, but I put in a mini in between when I did it. Then I did another mini starting clue number 3. So this was clue number 1. Clue number 2 started with that double crochet mesh and went into the double crochet. So that was clue number 2. This starts clue number 3. So we had our V-stitch, our single crochet in the back loop, our V-stitch, our single crochet in the back loop, and then our double crochets. Joan got 31 of the hand-dyes. Did you get to go? Oh, you got to go. How awesome. That is so cool. Isn't it wonderful? I'm so glad you got some, Joan. Yes. See? Oh, I know it. Yeah, a pool would be a lifesaver. I got the pools for the dogs. I don't have a pool out here. I just hide in the air conditioning. That's awesome. I'm glad you were able to go. You know, Knit Picks is an excellent way to get some. Oh, that's good. Okay, so here's what I want to know. Does anybody that's here have any questions about the shawl so far? Okay, anybody have any questions? I meant for you to do each clue, like clue number 1 would be your first color. Clue number 2 would be your second color. Clue number 3 would be your third color. So any questions from you guys that are here about the shawl? All of the clues are on my website, fiberflooziecrafts.com. All of the clues are written out on my website, and I will do the same for clue number 4 whenever I get done. I do occasionally, but I really try not to. Oh. Well, that's pretty low actually for a $35 at We Crochet. That's pretty low for shipping. So Joan, no question. I've been changing colors. Okay. Verna, I messed up on my color, but I assume I can duplicate it on the other end. Yes. Uh-oh, Cheryl. Did I missed something? Oh, hello everyone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had a bad day. Oh, hectic, I'm guessing. Oh, how awesome. You're going to have to let us know so we can come over and check you out. You're going to be a creator soon? Congratulations. Hi, Tammy. Okay, I'm going to start clue number 4 to show you how to do that. And then I'm going to start our discussion. So, of course, we're on our increase side because we have our marker. And on the last one, this is how we add it in. We do 2. So we do half of that double in that chain on the end. Then add in our color in that last part of that double. Then you're going to chain 3 and turn. And now you're going to start right away. You're going to start with a triple crochet in the same stitch. So on our increase side, it's a triple crochet right in the same stitch. Can y'all see it okay? 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over twice. Go into the next stitch. 1, 2, and 3. All the way across, you guys. And then again, like I said, when we get to the other end, you're going to do that triple into that top of that chain. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but you'll get there. You'll get there. If you have any questions, just email me. I'd be glad to share anything I can, any knowledge I can. Hey, Lori, good to see you. Okay, so while I'm doing these triple crochets, I am going to, and we're going to do 6 rows of the triple crochets. In case you guys are wondering, we're going to do 6 rows of the triple crochets, and then we're going to see how it looks. So part of my question about crime is, because a lot of people have been talking about this in my chat and in other places that I have been going, and that is violent crime increasing? Are we just seeing more of it? So, oh, I got to turn that off. New phone, so I don't have all of the stuff turned off. There we go. Sorry, guys. That I forgot. Just didn't even realize that was my phone right there. Hi, Sylvia. So it seems to me that the crime is not exactly like we were talking about before, that it's not exactly that it is that there's more of it. It seems that it might be that we are more aware of it. Does anybody else feel like that? Or do you think it's something else? What do y'all think it is? Laura says, think it's just shown more than it used to be. Some types of crime are actually decreasing. Got to find a way to to do that. There we go. Joan, you think we're just hearing of it more? Media is making money, is a money making business. And yes, then that is true. If it bleeds, it leads. That's kind of a saying in the news industry. You don't trust the media, pushing fear and bad news. Yes, true. We see it plastered all over because of social media. Yeah, some of it is. Some of it's political. We did. We had Walter Cronkite once a day. Walter Cronkite once a day, but now it's 24/7. Absolutely. Fox News started and was one of the first to start the whole 24-hour news, right? Interesting. I'm not a fan of Katie Couric, just saying. But yeah, yeah, I am so not a fan of her. But anyway, that's just personal preference. Often wonder if it's because of those in power and how lenient our laws have become. Yeah, laws could have something to do with it. I felt like with Walter Cronkite, I'm, Walter, that we had some integrity. I used to feel that way when I was younger. I used to watch the news with my granddad, you know, Walter Cronkite every night. So there's a couple of different studies that were done about the news media and crime. And here are some, just to let you know. Here is some of what are, how do you want to say it? Criteria, maybe, that the news media uses in which to know when to publish a story. Okay. So, number one, if it's violent or heinous in nature, so the more violent and the more heinous the nature of the crime is, it's first. It goes first. That's a priority. Number two would be the demographics. So we're talking about like demographics as like the victim and the offender. Okay, both. Those are huge factors in, you know, yes, I know you have to limit your exposure. I know. Um, Age, race, gender, their socio-economic status, things of that nature play into the demographics of the victim and of the offender. Those things play a part in what stories they choose. Number three is the characteristics of the news producers themselves. Okay. It is actually a thing as far as the news goes. White producers to white crime, etc., etc. Okay. So if you have more Black producers on that are making decisions, you're going to have more Black crime reported, and vice versa. Okay, it is a thing. So see, you guys are saying you don't watch the news. So I have to stop here for a minute and ask you, does that mean that you're not watching it on TV? You're not watching it on like actual news programs. You're getting more of it from what you see on YouTube and anything that you get in your updates on your phone, that kind of thing. So another one is the relevance of an event. So if you are talking about a local broadcast, they might be airing something that is happening more local to them. That has a big part in what they show. The uniqueness of an event. Okay. Hey, Divergent. So, honestly, when you consider something like a mass shooting, that is actually a unique event. That is not something that happens as opposed to all the other news that is out there. It is rather unique. It is unique for someone to do that type of thing. So the uniqueness of it is also a factor. So I'm seeing that you guys are all talking more about you don't watch it on TV. Well, that can be a lot of it, Verna. Yeah, absolutely. Division in the news pushing division, right? You don't have cable. I see news on TV when you're oh, so you're so you get to see some of it because your husband watches it. That's interesting. Hi, Joyce. Glad to see you. It is rare. I know that we showed that there was a lot of them, but they're actually more rare than you think. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. V for Vendetta. It's a movie, Alicia. It's a movie. So local weather, traffic. Don't watch the news, the cable. So some stuff you see on your local, yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, so now here's another study, and in this study, it's just another one of telling you more reasons why they might put more merit towards a story and go forward with that story as opposed to other stories. And that would be how respectable or prominent the person that it's about is. That has a big, say it's a politician or say it's your local mayor, say it's, that kind of thing is a factor. They definitely do that, Joan. They play the heck out of it over and over and run it into the ground. Yes. They also use as criteria, they use how innocent the victim is. So the more innocent the victim, the greater the shock value is on a story. How overmatched, say, someone, if a big brawly guy gets you know shot, it's not going to get as much coverage as an innocent child who was mauled to death. They were overmatched. They want the shock value, which is the more brutal, the more victims involved. And they also want mystery. So anything that's suspenseful, you don't know what happened, is another thing that draws people in to a story. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is because sorry, I hit my camera. I'd been hearing people talk a lot about feeling as if the media was biased. Okay. So in other words, is law enforcement biased? Is law enforcement like not investigating things based on their own bias? And that made me look at how the media actually does things. Okay. Well, if you look at it from that perspective, I'm not sure law enforcement is as biased as people are thinking. It's more likely that the media is pushing a certain agenda for shock and awe, and not law enforcement. Actual mass shootings may be rare, but the need required to prepare them is, yes, absolutely. Yeah, and they're trying to be first. Yeah, that's because it sells. Yeah, and mistakes are made, and that sell is selling also. That mistakes were made. Absolutely. They're looking for viewers so they can charge more for advertising. Yep, that too. And how we as a society were indoctrinated. Okay, all about the money. Yep, they have their own agenda. Mm-hmm. No, I have not heard of Officer Tatum. I'll have to check that out. The lawyer in South Carolina. Which one? I don't know that one. Hey, Chels. Okay, she's going to be listening on her way home. Be careful, sweetie. I've not heard of Officer Tatum. I'll have to look him up. So, how many hours a day would you guys say that you spend? Okay. Murdaugh. Okay. Hmm. It's still not ringing a bell. I don't know why. The one where the mother and the son got killed. Oh, I don't know. It's not coming to me. Retired police officer does inspirational truthful radio talks. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, it hasn't gone to trial yet? Okay. So I just thought that you guys might enjoy hearing from the perspective of what is the media's role in all of this, because I'm starting to think that it's not just, it's not just law enforcement. It's not any one thing. However, you have to look at it from the perspective of what media is after. Because it's market share, guys. It's plain and simple. It's market share. Ah, I'm tangled. I got a tangle. Uh-oh, what? I'll check that out. The Murdaughs. Yep. What? Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We should be looking at things differently. We should always look at things from all sides. Well, I've always said that the US is the consumers of the world. It's not on the website yet. I need to write it up and put it up there, but I'm showing it tonight. This is clue number 4, Cheryl. This is clue number 4. Everybody has bias. They all have bias. You have to pick through it. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to kind of weed your way through it all. I feel like, what are you have to decide what you're after. Okay, we're gonna have to pull this yarn barf through the other way so I can untangle. My little cake got barfed on it. What happened? Steve, just so you know, we call this yarn barf when the stuff kind of blip out the center. What's number fourth row? I don't know what you're asking me. Are you talking about on clue number 4, the 4th row, or which clue, Cheryl? Because I'm not sure. Which clue are you on? Yeah, the truth would be nice. Well, that's a good way to look at it, Divergent. Okay. Well, I've just started, but it's 6 rows of triple crochet. Clue number 4, 6 rows of triple crochet. I haven't got to 4th row yet. Most people trusted the major networks until, yeah, well, that's political agenda, and I don't want to get into the politics because that's a losing battle, you guys. So, not going to get into the politics stuff. Please. Aha. Don't y'all just love watching somebody undo yarn bar? Isn't that fun? Anybody else have any questions about? Yeah, you should be able to handle that, Berna. You can do it. You're doing great. You said you moved past your roadblock, right? So I do feel like that, and I did find an interesting chart when I was going through some stuff that Alicia B sent me, and it was showing by the state. And I don't want to show that today, but it was quite interesting that you could look up crime by the state. Now, if I did that for each of you guys, we'd be here all night, of course. So I wouldn't want to do that, but I can possibly share it at some point so you guys can look it up in your own area. You winged it? Okay. Oh no, silk. So I will tell you this, when you are caking the yarn, if you string it out, because sometimes even putting it on the Swift, it gets tangled. So if you take it down off the Swift and you string it out, even like stringing it all the way across the room, so that it's like, string it out and string it out, string it out. It'll be a little bit easier sometimes to wind up. That's what you have to do with some of those that keep getting stuck. I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah, no politics, but I hadn't thought about that. That is an aspect. That is definitely something that they Yes. And one might wonder if the news media gets paid for that in that direction. But I don't have anything uh, to support that right now, to back that theory up. So I know that it is something people ask about. And that is something that I wish, let's talk about that for just a minute, Patricia, because it's very important. If the news would wait until all the facts were in before jumping to conclusions and having people's emotions go out of control and their reactions are extreme. Now, you said a lot there, Patricia. Number one, if you look at the number one thing in what you said right there, emotions. I can tell you that I'm learning more and more every day about how important a role emotions are in how anyone reacts to anything. So I'm talking about in your own life, even. Uh, if you take the emotion out of it, things change. So the media is playing on our emotions because emotions will get people into a place where they're not thinking. And I would pose it to you this way, that anytime that you have to make a decision, if you look at it from an emotional point of view, you're not going to make an informed decision. Well, I guess that is yeah. Um, yes, they wouldn't be in business if they didn't. It's good for business. Absolutely. I just feel like that they are starting to do things to where, you know, instead of reporting things that, you know, I feel like they're playing on our emotions more than they used to. I feel like they are hitting that sensationalism really hard as opposed to years past. I feel like that it's more prevalent now, that's that part of it. Okay, thank you, Ola Joe. I appreciate that. I was trying to get back and see yours, but I was at the dentist and had other things going on and did not make it back in time for yours. Because on a side note, y'all, I did get a new phone, and it took a while to get everything transferred over and all that stuff. And I wanting to try my new phone for the camera part of it, but it was not fully charged. And this is my first time using a phone that charges on a cordless charger where you lay it on the charger. First time for me. Yep, shock and awe. Sure. A local story got your emotions headline. Oh wow. So see, yes, that that definitely hit on your emotions. Since you work at a school, that would be something that would definitely. I know it's hard too, but I don't want to go in that direction. I try not to here. It's just, you know how mad it makes you. Makes you mad. That's all it does to me. I just don't want a part of it. Almost got it, you guys. I've almost undone all the yarn barf. Getting there. Oh, bless his heart. He was probably a local person too. All right, now let me see where I'm at here. Something feels stuck. See, this yarn sticking to itself just a little bit. Hold, please. I've almost got this. Yay! Got it. Sorry that took me so long, you guys. Yep, we do. We have to think for ourselves. Well, I hope everything came out okay, Joan. Ah, yeah. See, you recognize that though, Lori. You recognize what they were doing because you're more aware of the bias or the sensationalism. Stop, think, react. So, that is actually something we're going to be talking about, Patricia. The stop, think, and react. That is actually something that is I showed that the other day, part of the training that's going on now in the schools. It's a part of that. It's a good one. Yep, critical thinking. I'm just telling you guys this for that reason. So you have to give yourself, like Patricia was saying, if you stop and wait, you don't fall into that immediate what happened and wait for more information to come out, then you have a better understanding of what truly happened. Almost to the end here. Almost there. And I'll repeat what I said before. When you get over to this other end, you're just going to go right into the top of that chain. So we're at the end. Here's our chain. We're going to go into the top of that chain, do our triple, chain 3 and turn. This is not This is not our increase side because that's over here. That's where we have our marker. So I'm going to repeat what I said earlier, which is go back, instead of going into the same chain right below this chain we just did, we go to the next stitch and start our triples going back. And that's what we do. I'm going to do 6 of those, and that's clue 4. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah, take some deep breaths. Especially kids. Yes, emotional regulation. I think that's key to a lot of this stuff. Yep. So they're doing a good job of giving them opportunities, lots of programs for them. That's good. I'm probably missing a bunch of stuff. Does anybody have any more questions about clue number 4? Triple crochets. Because I wanted to show you guys something. My Fitbit thinks I've been working out, you guys, so I'll take it. Looky, looky. I'm starting it with fingering weight yarn, you guys. So these are my 4 colors that Amber dyed for me, okay? So we've got She Shed Shenanigans. We've got Gammy's Jeans. And both of those they're all in sparkle. Oh Blossomus. And Fiber Floozie. Yay. Yeah, exactly, Kat. Jill won on the yarn barf. So a lot of these behaviors do. A lot of these behaviors do. Absolutely. You guys are having some great discussion in the chat, and I really appreciate that. It's going to be fun for me when I go back and look at the chat to see some of the conversations. So here I started. I need to get a marker. Here I started the shawl in fingering weight yarn. Of course, it's going to be a lot lighter. I'm using the G hook Chelsea got for me. Thanks, Chels. And that's how it's looking. Yeah, I wonder about that too, Divergent. If, we used to take, what you call it? Some places still have them, actually. Like we took home ec. Here they have ag, and you have to take like 6 months of one and 6 months of another to get your credits and that kind of thing. What if they added some of the mental health stuff in with that? I think it would be great. I know they used to have some mandatory things that the state had had the schools do. Now I'm going to take it out and show you how I started. That's why I didn't go very far. Thank you guys. Okay, so it's chain 4. And a G hook is a 4.0 millimeter. And then it's a double crochet in the, no, it's chain 4, chain 5. It's chain 5. And double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. Yes. Is that right? Nope. I was right. It's 4. I haven't started one in a while. Been working on all kinds of other things. All right. Chain 4 and double crochet in the second chain. Shoot. Brain isn't working. Because you want 3 doubles to start. And your first one, so it's the 3rd chain. Because your first one counts as a double. So it's 1, 2, and that's the 3. That's it. Then you're going to chain 3 and turn. And now I'm going to mark this side as my start side. As my increase side. Then we're going to double crochet into the first, that same stitch. Double crochet in the next one and double crochet in the top of the chain. This is how we're starting. All I'm going to tell you guys is it's just like how we started the other one, but you're going to wind up, if you're doing this in fingering weight yarn, then chain 2 and turn, then you're going to have to do more stitches. So I wanted to get started on it. That way I can show you guys whenever I get going how many I'm going to need to make it be the size that I want, because it's going to be more rows than what this one is to start, because this obviously is a much smaller version. I mean, not a lot, but it is going to be smaller. Okay. Feel like I'm ignoring you guys. Don't mean to. Yes. Yeah. Try to figure out where the motion's coming from. Yeah. So a good book. Now, I don't know if you were there last night when Anthony had Connie on, but Connie's book covers some great stuff that if you guys have a chance to pick up on that. Oh, thanks, Denny. I didn't mean to ignore you guys though, if it felt like I was. Yeah, I think we sometimes we pick up on what we don't want and we go with that too, and we can change things. New term is called culturally responsive social emotional learning. Wow, that's a mouthful. Wow, that's a mouthful. I may have to look that one up. CRS CRSEL. That doesn't make sense looking at it that way. So culturally responsive or social. That is just a mouthful, Lori. Hey, Deneen, how are you tonight? Oh, that's okay. I am just about done though. I just wanted to see if does anybody else have any questions about the shawl. How are you guys doing? Are you how many of you are making the shawl? Why does it feel dark in here for some reason? Looking behind me it looks darker than normal. Yes, and yes, we're going to be she has a workbook to go along with. There we go. Is that better? I think I actually hit the button to turn them that muted it. I muted myself. The Cambridge deal with their kids and use a mental health method of taking them aside and discussing their emotions. The Cambridges. I don't I'm not sure I know who the Cambridges are either. That's another big one. That is another big one. If someone is okay, good. Was trying not to say a whole lot until the sound came back. Made y'all talk to me, didn't I? I'll just turn it off, say, y'all out there? Oh, okay. I don't I don't follow that either. You can't read lips? Oh, come on. See, and I didn't put my lipstick on again either. Uh-oh, did I freeze for you, Verna? I'm sorry. I hope it comes back. Silly girl. Okay, you guys, nothing day off tomorrow and then Thursday I'm hoping to get something out to you on Thursday and then Friday we do um Friday is Stitch and Crime and I'm working really hard on that one. I've got a lot of really great stuff for that one. So PJs and Crime for Friday night, and then I don't know after that. I've got something really great I'm working on for next week. So I'm hoping for to get that up and going. So Need to be aware that many students come with baggage similar to what? Okay. Okay. Wow. Add that to the list of things that teachers are already that and educators are already doing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, Patricia, but I'm glad that you brought it up because I do need to address this. Okay, so I saw that you had posted videos in the group. I would rather you email me fiberflooziecrafts@gmail.com with any crime related things. Okay, and I know this sounds kind of silly, but the Facebook group is for the crafty, yarny stuff. And I don't, there's too many people that go there and follow like just the yarn stuff, and they don't really want to see that in the group. And so I want to keep that out of the group. We'll still be posting our pictures of your blankets, all of those things that are related to the channel, but not the newsy crime stuff. So email those to me if you would. I would love to see them. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I missed something. I thought about it. I just don't know. I have thought about that. I don't know. Okay, you guys, I am going to go. I thank you all for being here and for being an understanding. And I'm going to go back and look at your chat because I think there was some really great discussion going on, and I really appreciate that a lot, you guys. Thank you so very much. And if you have any questions about the shawl, be sure and let me know. So I will be putting those up on the website. And then the next time that we get together and talk about the shawl, it's going to be how to go back the other way. But it would still be in the same group, and I want to keep it out of that group. Yeah. Students learn. It is hard work. Okay, you guys, I will talk to you later. You guys have a great night, and I think I'm going to see you Thursday, okay? And y'all have fun today. Thank you for being here. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, everybody, for understanding, and I appreciate it. See you later.